All right, we'll call to order the Cottrellville Township Board meeting for tonight, Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Roll call attendance, please.
Keith?
Here.
Sharon?
Here.
Mary Agnes?
Here.
Tom?
Here.
Sherry? Here.
Okay. All right, we have the agenda in front of you, and we also have a couple additions or deletions. Before we approve the agenda, let's add number 7 to new business. New carpet quotes for the Cottrellville Township Hall from 2 contractors, interiors of Marine City and custom floor coverings of Clay Township. Computation was done by Deputy Clerk. The other item is number 8 in that same category of new business. Supplied report by Deputy Clerk's investigation for Township Microsoft Office pricing for updating the email management. 2 IT contractors were contacted, only 1 responded. And I think you got a verification on the...
No, 2 were not contacted. If we stay with where we are, we don't need to change anything. If we change vendors, then we need to update.
Okay. All right, those are the 2 items that we're adding. I think that's it. So I would like to entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented with these 2 items.
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second? All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Tom?
Yes.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Sharon?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes.
Sharon.
What did I call her?
Sherry.
That
No,
was-
she said sure.
I should have said Sharon.
This time.
Sherry.
Okay, sorry. Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is or the first item, I should say, is the Township Board minutes for the regular meeting scheduled Wednesday, July 12th, 2023. Also, the public hearing that was held last Wednesday, July 26th, to establish an industrial development district. Also, the approval of the treasurer's reports, the reconciliation of tax account as of June 30th, the reconciliation of general checking account as of June 30th, the cash summary report by account general fund for June 30th, and the Cottrellville Township investments report as of June 30th, 2023. Also, in the approval of the clerk's reports, the revenue and expenditure report beginning, it should be July 1st through July 31st, 2023. It's 25 pages. Number B was approval of paychecks, payroll dates from July 1st through July 31st, 2023. Gross total amount in the amount of $35,118.13. The paycheck numbers are from 3486 to 3510. Item C under clerk's reports is the approval of account payables. In the opens, $184.39. The already paid accounts payable is $336,797.53. That included 33 checks and check numbers 21,737 through 21,769. Then the 2 tax disbursements in the amount of $173,753.48. And then the grand total of both the payables and the tax disbursement, a total of 35 checks in the amount of $510,551.01. Under correspondence, we had the Marine City Fire Authority runs for July, and also the Ira Township Fire Department runs for July that are included in the area of Cottrellville Township. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented
I'll make the motion.
and to pay the bills? You so move? All right. We have a second.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please, because we're paying bills.
Sharon?
Aye.
Tom?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes.
Motion carried. All right, open session. This is where anyone from the audience that would like to approach the podium, please speak into it, give us your name and address, and it's regarding anything that you see on this agenda. And there's a page 2. 7:35. Okay, there was no unfinished business. We'll go on to new business, F. We have, number 1 is request by Assessor Barb Schutt after the public hearing was held last Wednesday, July 26th, to approve the resolution for 3 parcels to establish an industrial development district by resolution R2023-05. It was determined to be placed on the August meeting for adoption. Everyone has read that. Is there anybody that doesn't understand it, or if you would prefer, it could be read by one of us to anyone in the office? It was on the website, so it's a couple pages long, so. If not, we'll proceed with voting on to approve it as written. Do we have a motion to that effect?
I'll motion.
Okay. Do we have a second to approve?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye by a roll call vote, please.
Keith,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes?
Tom,
Leave me for last if you would.
Sharon,
Yes.
Sherry, yes.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. Number 2 is the request by the supervisor for permission to sign the UHY engagement letter for conducting the audit for Cottrellville Township for the year ending March 31st, 2023. Additional paragraphs were added to our normal engagement letter that we have with them, because they tell us now, because we've been getting federal money, that we have to do a separate single audit for that. And that is going to come out of that fund, but it's between $8,000 and $9,000. So everything else appears to be fine. I went through it real thorough with Lynn, and if you still want to see the old one, I can give you that, plus a highlighted one. I highlighted the parts that were changed, but all it was the fact that it's just an additional stage to file with the federal government that you've received money and what you've done with it so far. Any questions? Do we have permission to sign it?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion to sign and a support. All in favor signify by saying aye, please. Aye.
Aye.
Nays?
Yes.
Hearing none, motion carried. All right, the next item is invoices for legal services from Guerin, Lukow, and Miller through June 30th, 2023, in the amount of $1,321. The general nature billing regarding the information to the easement for Light and View in the amount of $136. Dangerous building regarding 7503 South River Road in the amount of $833. And code enforcement issues in the amount of $352. So the grand total is $1,321. We have a motion to pay the bill.
I'll make a motion to pay them.
I'll support. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Keith,
Yes.
Sharon,
Yes.
Sherry, yes. Tom,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes. Thank you very much. Next item, we have a request from a resident on the river who would like the township to use ARPA funds to spray the township and our yard for mosquitoes. Do we have any interest in having the township investigate the cost of spraying the entire township, either by air or by truck? And how long the stuff lasts, since the mosquitoes only last 24 hours, and then there's a new batch born. Is there anybody on this board that wants to investigate that or volunteer to do so?
No, I believe that money should be used for infrastructure and lasting improvements.
I agree with you, sir. Anybody else got anything to say about it? If not, we'll proceed with the next item. The decision on whether we should continue with contractual repair service for our computers through a company called VC3, formerly known as IT Right. They're from Bath, Michigan, and they have sold out. Or we can enter into a service agreement with High Tech from Casco Township to maintain our equipment, and they already take care of our phone systems. So the descriptions of the service are attached. If you have any questions, Michelle is here. She's the one that did the legwork on all this. She is also our IT person for the township. So if you have any questions, please direct them to her. Anybody have any preference? Oh, I suggest we go with High Tech. It's $450 a month and $5,400. Also includes that professional plan. She did some legwork on that, as you read, that she calculated how many hours we actually used in previous years, and she went back, I think, 3 years. Did you go back?
Well, I've been here 3.5, so I went 3 years.
Okay,
I know how often they were out here.
okay.
I didn't get a chance to talk to the clerk or the treasurer. What do you ladies think?
I think we should go with High Tech. VC3 is not prompt.
Well, you're the people working with it every day, so it's make life
Michelle
easier
has
for
made
you.
calls to them more than once. It's hard to get an answer from them.
Sometimes they don't call Michelle back for a month.
I've had tickets out there I have an open ticket that's been out there for 3 weeks.
So you're leaning towards
I'm
High
not
Tech too.
happy with them.
And that's for purchasing equipment, wasn't
That
it?
I've already purchased and has been installed, and I'm still waiting for the quote. I just am not gonna tell them, because I'm just not.
Okay, with all this quick information, I propose we go with High Tech.
Yeah,
Make a
support.
motion.
All right,
I agree.
let's have a roll call vote for that, because we're spending money.
Sharon?
Can we,
Oh, sure.
I'm sorry, can I interrupt? If we change to high tech, that also means that we need to upgrade our Microsoft suite, which means Word, our email, Excel, and go to Microsoft 365. The quote for that is, it's a separate item,
It's
but they
right
kind of go
here.
hand in hand. That's why I want to make sure that you know that that needs to happen at the same time. Because BC3, we have Microsoft 2019 that we're using there, but they also have their own internal email thing that coordinates with our Outlook. And to switch over to high tech, we have to go straight Microsoft 365. It'll be cloud-based, everything will be up to date all the time. But that's an additional
Right here.
$3,390. A one-time fee.
Okay, do you want to, should we vote on those together? Because I think they're simultaneous,
They
so.
don't, if we're gonna go to high tech, then we need to
Yeah.
do this too.
Okay, have we
Pretty much.
voted on the high tech?
We haven't voted yet. I got
Okay. Let's,
Tom, and a
would you-
second.
Would you adjust your,
Well, if we go with High Tech, it's included in there.
no. No,
Two
we have to
separate
add that,
prices.
Publicity's the key.
you have to add that to your motion, if you don't mind.
Okay. The additional cost to change to High Tech for the updated equipment is the motion.
Here and here.
333, what, 90?
3,390.
Okay,
Approximately
all right,
$3,500.
and I'll support that.
Okay.
So we'll go back to roll call vote, please.
Keith?
Yes.
Sharon?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes. Mary Agnes?
Yes, please.
Tom?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. All right, the next item is, where are we? Oh, yeah.
Right here.
We have a request, Deputy Clerk Michelle Apt has also been working on a cost sheet for the certified playground mulch. That's another package here, plus she added one today that is for the labor to place it. This is just dumped in place. The playground mulch, she shopped at 3 places. One, I think, had already been the supplier for the other 2, so evidently he's the only guy in the state that sells certified playground, so mulch. So those amounts are figured in 1 foot deep, 162 by 90 feet, by 1 foot deep. It would be 5 140-yard loads. It has to come on a special delivery trailer that has a walking floor dump trailer, so. And we have to get an estimate, which she provided for us, for the installation of the playground. So let's deal with the mulch for the playground first. It looks like the cheapest one is Rockin' Wood from Port Huron at $16.50 per yard delivered, $8,910 is the low bid. Do we have any motion to adopt that one, or does someone want a different one?
Township pays sales tax?
No.
We don't pay sales tax.
Yeah, used to see that. Okay. On the bid.
I didn't include it in the 89 cents.
Okay.
I just took the material cost.
This is getting paid through Parks and Rec, it's not coming out of the general fund.
No, this is going to be, some of it I think we've decided is coming out of ARP, right?
No.
The playground equipment came out of ARPA, this is gonna come out of the Parks and Rec fund.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve Rockin' Wood of Port Huron at $16.50 per yard at $8,910?
I'll make the motion.
Do we have any support?
I'll support it.
Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Sharon?
Aye.
Keith?
Yes.
Mary Agnes?
Yes?
Tom?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes.
Okay, motion carried. If we decide to knock this down from 5 loads to 2 loads, and the only reason I recommend that is because it's gonna sit there all winter. It's gonna get discolored, it's gonna get wet, and I'm not in favor of putting it in a foot thick over that whole thing. I feel that the man instructed me only to make sure that the parts that weren't supposed to be underground should be under the mulch. And
I tend
that's
to agree with you.
And that's what I feel is gonna be better. If we get in the spring and it looks like it needs another load, we'll order another load or 2 loads, or if we need the 3rd load. But at this point in time, I think I'd like to save that money.
Are those prices lower in the spring also?
No, I don't think so.
No.
This is when I called, it was winter time,
Okay.
so. But this,
No,
you've just verified
I agree.
this.
If we put it down, all of it down now, we're gonna lose a lot by the spring.
What about
So what do you
this
think?
installation?
Well, let's see what,
No, I wouldn't put the full foot down, you're gonna have the water sitting in different spots, I would think.
so are we agreeing that 2 loads should be ordered this fall?
That's what I would say.
And
All right.
especially, given we also have to look at the spreading it, and without making the decision on who's gonna spread it and for how much,
Yeah.
it's difficult to buy the full load.
All right, so do you want that in the form of a motion then, that we're only gonna purchase 2 loads this fall?
I'll make that motion.
Do we have a second?
I'm just gonna tell you the price may change because it dropped drastically when we went from 1 load to 4 loads.
Okay.
So the price will probably not be that price, just letting you know.
Okay,
Plot thickens.
It was 38, it went to 16 when we went from 1 load to 4 loads, so I can only anticipate it will not be 16.
Can we order 4 loads and not take delivery of the other 2 till spring?
I doubt it. You can always ask, I'll be here to know.
all right, do we have a second to Keith's motion? I'll support. All in favor signify by saying aye, please, by roll call vote.
Sharon?
Yes.
Tom?
If there's a drastic increase, I think we're gonna have to revisit it
We'll
though.
revisit it, yeah.
Yes.
Keith,
Yes.
Sherry, yes.
Can I make a suggestion so that we don't have to wait until October to have another meeting if the price is drastic? Can you pick a number and agree to anything that or below so that we don't have to wait another month to get this accomplished?
Give you authority to purchase up to a certain price. I think that's good.
All right, what price do you want to figure? What did you say it was before?
It was 38.
Well, let's just kind of keep that here though, because this
Well,
is
you're
all
on
public.
television.
Huh?
You're on television, Tom.
I know, well, we ain't gonna be able to do that because it's not fair to the people here that we're gonna agree to pay so much and they're watching this.
Yeah,
We're gonna go up to that price.
yeah. Well, let's just make a phone call to everybody, and if we have to have a quickie meeting, we will. How's that?
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Am I the last one to vote? Yes. Motion carried?
I do also want to say I appreciate the summary of all the options you put together.
All right. Okay, we're going to talk about the installation now.
Well, that could very well change too.
Well, we can figure out what it is per load. I mean, that's not going to change. You gave him the yardage, right?
I gave them the yardage.
Okay. So 46.25 divided by 5 loads is $925 per load
It's
to
4
level?
loads. It's 4 loads that we're getting.
It's 4 loads now?
Yes, it's 4 loads.
Is that in here, the
Okay.
installation?
The installation is a separate.
It's right, a separate sheet.
Oh, you know what?
He didn't get one, I bet.
Let me go grab it for you, because I didn't have it done yesterday.
You can pass that.
I don't
down.
have one.
I've seen it. You can,
I don't have this.
I can
Just
look at
take
this.
mine and,
So that's $1,156 a load. So if we go do 2 loads, it would be twice that, so. $2,312.50. For downriver? No, that's for Kevin's Lawn.
Kevin's Lawn.
Okay, the other one, I hope is a misprint.
The other one, yeah.
no,
it's-
Who wants it?
That's 4,000 a load, 4,125 a load. So if we did 2 of those,
They're real busy.
be 8,250.
If we only do 2, maybe Tim will be interested in doing on it for them, because 4 is too many.
Yeah. Well, Tim already gave me a price at 2.
I gave you one at 1.
Yeah, but Tim gave me one, he said $1,000 for 2 loads.
Okay, well,
No, I'm sorry. $400 for 2 loads. But we'll, let's see what we can come up with here. Do you want to just vote on the first 2?
What do you think Tim's gonna be in for? I mean, no sense voting on that till we get his.
I can't put Tim in here until, for sure, because that wouldn't be fair. But he did quote me that much, and then he
Move back.
texted one of us and said that he couldn't handle 5 loads.
4 loads.
Hmm?
4 loads or 5 loads?
I know, 4 loads now, yeah.
it's been 4 ever since I got the quote on the mulch.
Okay. So what's your choice there, Mr. Kaufman?
I'm just curious what Tim's gonna do with it, if he's interested in being a smaller amount or not. He does do all our maintenance out here for grass.
He does a lot of things for us, yes.
That's why I'd rather see what he says, if he still isn't interested or not. It's clear to see that Kevin's is who we'd go with.
If they'll come down to
Unless,
2312?
yeah, unless Tim wants to put in another number, but at this point, it's no longer a sealed bid either, though.
Well, these all came by fax, so.
Email.
Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to just hold on to give it to Kevin's if we decide that we cut it back, see if they'll come in at that same number, or if they want to look at it different? Or do you want to ask Tim and see what he thinks?
I don't know, it seems kind of hard to vote on something that we don't know for sure.
Okay, well, do you want to just hold a quickie meeting then when we need to do this?
Yeah, let's do a quick meeting when we find out what the price is gonna be for the mulch on 2 loads.
Okay,
And meantime, we can revisit Kevin's and Downriver and Tim's on 2 loads.
okay, that's your motion? We have a second to that effect?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye, please, by roll call vote.
Sharon,
Yes.
Mary Agnes.
Yes,
Sherry, yes. Keith,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
motion carried. The next item is number 7, and that's the carpet quotes for Cottrellville Township Hall. We had Endress Interiors of Marine City and custom floor coverings from Clay Township. All this computation was done by the deputy clerk, so Michelle, if you want to give your dog and pony show on that?
I truly don't have one. It's, all the quotes are here. We had the 2 companies come in. They suggested using the 24 by 24 tiles instead of, solid sheets or carpet. It's apparently the industry standard now. Plus, it's a whole lot easier to install and we have to move all the furniture around, and we have a lot of it to move. We also entertained the luxury vinyl plank, but the suggestion was made that we can't tell if the floors are even or not, and it would have to perhaps be leveled. Again, a lot of work and a lot of maneuvering around, trying to, keep the offices open during that time. And it was way more expensive. So that came off right out of the gate. We gave that up. Then we took a field trip to Custom Floor Coverings, looked at what they had, saw another, Mr. Andrews brought in, the Brilliantly Amazed. Then when we went to Custom, we saw the Scholarship 2, which we liked very much as well. And so comparing apples to apples, we got quotes on both. They're both fine carpet. So I think we'd be happy with anything.
Any questions of Michelle? Is this something we want to vote on then?
This is coming out of the ARPA funds.
Is there any warranty that it won't come up after? I would imagine they've got a warranty that is some-
Warranty.
it comes in squares sections, you said.
24 by 24s, squares.
That's how it's installed, 24 by 24s. It's guaranteed to stay there forever and ever.
Probably our lifetime.
I think there was some preference for the Scholarship 2, and I would support that.
In the amount of?
The Endress Interiors, the 16,000.
132.50. You have to put the amount in the bid, or in the
Yeah, 16 and 132.50.
action. Okay, I'll support that. You ready? Roll call vote, please.
Tom,
Yes.
Sharon,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes,
Keith,
Yes.
Sherry, yes.
motion carried. Thank you for all the work on that as well. All right, we got one more thing about the Microsoft Office. We didn't vote on that.
Yeah,
Did we?
We
Did
took-
you- we didn't put it in
we
there?
took care of it with the IT right.
Okay, so when we have that in the motion for the amount of the 3390, right? Okay, very good. All right, now, my next question is, we don't have any donations of anybody, any contractors in the room that might be interested in leveling that mulch for me, is there? Are you keeping your dad busy? Is your dad that busy? Are you making him drive truck all the time?
Well, might be right.
Okay. Give me a number. Not right this minute. Okay, I want you to figure it out, all right? Okay, we have any other business? What about public comments? Is there anyone that wants to ask any questions about anything that we didn't discuss tonight that might just have a burr in your saddle.
Okay, I do, except.
All right, would you step to the podium, please?
Okay.
Thanks, Nancy.
I'm really sorry that we were not here right on time. We were at our fundraiser for, against human trafficking.
Which you can still go to till 9
Which-
o'clock if you
Till
want.
9 o'clock, and I'm stuffed because we ate so much at Foxfire Dixon. The things that I wanted to hear is what I came in late for, I'm sorry to say. And one of the things was the 26-mile road in Starville. I've gone to a lot of meetings with the county on 26-mile road, and I would really like to see Cottrellville stay rural. We've been here 9 years, and we came here because we wanted to be in a rural setting. We moved from 16 Gratiot and the traffic and everything like that. And we'd really like to keep it rural and not industrial.
Well, voting against this is not going to stop it from being industrial because it already is. We passed that in 2019.
Okay.
And this is a sale of property that
Right.
came
Well,
about since then.
One of the things I would like to know is if I can get a tax abatement. I'm paying my taxes, so, and they keep going up, and I'm happy to pay my taxes because I like to have the services. So that's where I stand. The other thing which I didn't get to hear, and I'm not sure what you said on this, was the mosquito spraying. I don't know if you decided against it, if for it, whatever. I'm concerned with chemicals in the air and,
We decided not to even
Okay.
investigate it.
okay, thank you, that's what our swallows are for, exactly. And we want to keep it that way.
Very good.
And I think that's it. One other question on the playground, when you spread this mulch, is someone doing something with the weeds?
Yeah, they're already been sprayed.
Have they been sprayed? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I bring my grandchildren there and some of those thistles are pretty nasty.
Yes, they are.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you're not just dumping it on the
Might want to put a mat on, rubber mat.
underneath.
Underneath.
That would probably cost
Remind
a tremendous amount,
Yeah, that would be a little expensive.
a little more. But, okay, that was it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to say something about that 26 mile.
Okay.
Sure.
No way. No way. We gotta stop the cancer. We don't want 26 mile, we look like 23 mile, or any, or better yet, Gross Bay Highway. That's what it is. You can have the smell from in the street, you can have the traffic, you can have the lights. What about the environment? Who gives a shit about that anymore? About the climate change? Why would we should be planting trees, not building parking lots of industry. That is no way to spend that money. I mean, people that own the land there, shame on them.
Well, that's
You
what
should
they
not build
invested in.
development. I'm sorry, no way. That is wrong, morally wrong in
Okay,
this world.
notes taken.
It's gonna hurt your grandchildren and your great-great-grandchildren down the line.
All right, sir,
This is
thank
all
you.
bullshit.
All right, you're on television. You realize you're talking like that on television? I don't know if they can beep us out, okay? All right, I don't have any announcements. Anybody, board members got any questions or concerns or anything else that you want to discuss? If not, I guess we'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Anyone want to make the motion?
I'll motion.
Okay, I'll support at 8:04. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. You're adjourned at 8:04. Thank you, everybody.